So I can't really do a reaction video to this because I've already seen it like a dozen times. But the new Justice League trailer is out, and yeah. All aboard the hype train, baby! Woo woo! Yeah. So this thing, man, it looks fantastic. But you know, I'm a DC and Marvel fanboy, so I'm not going to fanboy out on either one of them. There are things that both of them do that I don't really like, but usually I eat up every candy they give out, you know, because well, except for the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern was pretty horrible. Anyway, so I actually remember a time when comic book movies were really bad, like really bad. Captain America, the original Captain America, not the first Avenger, but there was one with
Steve Forrest and Reb Brown as the star-spangled superhero Captain America.
And there was a Fantastic Four movie in the works that was by Roger Corman. And I swear to God, if you guys haven't seen that movie yet,
we are such things as dreams are made on.
you know, you need to find a site and borrow it. Okay, like really find that movie, because it is the most horrific piece of trash I have ever seen in a comic book movie in my entire life. So I can actually remember a time when comic book movies were pretty bad, or the concept of comic book movies were pretty bad. And so I walked out of BBS and I was like, yeah, it wasn't great, but it was okay. It was mediocre, you know. The thing that bothered me the most is, well, Superman was way too emo. Like, way too emo. We didn't need a brooding superhero, and then we didn't need Batman, who was a brooding superhero. Ben Affleck did a fantastic job as Batman. The problem I had with the movie was Zack Snyder, for one. But of course, you know, there's a lot of complaints about Zack Snyder. I don't know what the hell I'm spitting out here, guys. Sorry. That's very rude of me. And because his color palette hasn't changed since 300. For those people who complain about the color palette being too dark, that's never going to change as long as Zack Snyder's behind the wheel. It's never going to happen. It's a Snyder trademark, basically, at this point. He's done 300, Sucker Punch, things like that. You know, Watchmen were all kind of in that color palette. So as long as Zack Snyder's in the driver's seat, it's not going anywhere. My biggest problem was that Superman wasn't Superman in Batman vs. Superman. He was really self-conscious and kind of emo and kind of dark for a Superman character. That's really not the way you want to go. You know, Superman should be lighthearted and kind of almost on the edge of campy, and he just wasn't. So, yeah, enough rambling about Batman vs. Superman. My ADD is kicking in like hardcore, guys. I'm really sorry. Anyway, so this trailer looks fantastic, though. They seem to have answered a lot of, they seem to have, like, you know, answered to the community a lot with things like injecting humor into it. There's, you know, Aquaman is pretty hilarious as a guy who just doesn't give a shit. That's how it comes off to me, is the guy who just doesn't give a shit. He's like the Wolverine of the Justice League at this point. Batman's got a few good one-liners in there. The Flash looks like he's going to be fun. So, in Wonder Woman, you know, she looks like she's going to be fun too. So, to me, this looks like it could be a really good movie. And I'm really hoping it's a good movie. But, of course, Batman vs Superman had a really good trailer too, and yeah, it was kind of mediocre. But it's not horrible. It's not horrible. And so I'm really pumped for this, guys. Like, I'm really pumped for this. I've watched this trailer like at least 50 times. I know that sounds disgustingly horrible, like I'm some kind of DC fanboy, but I don't read the comic books. I just watch the movies because the comics have gone way out in their left field somewhere. But anyway, man, can you tell that I'm ADD? Like, it really gets to me. Like, it really does. Like, it's hard for me to go on a script because I'm so ADD sometimes. Anyway, hopefully a lot of editing will cut a lot of that out. But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this trailer. I really like it. I really dig it. I can't wait till November comes around. And yeah, this is Jesse James King from 8-1 Studios, signing out.